Welcome back to CF Clips. This is the Beretta 84BB pistol. Now it's chambered in 380, and we have Matt. Say hello.
What's up, everybody?
Here with us today, who's going to help us go over and talk a little bit more in depth about these pistols. So, without further ado, let's dive right on in. What do you got for me?
All right, so the 84BB is a Beretta pistol design coming from about 1982. The original Beretta 84, it goes all the way back to about 1976. But so this is kind of the third iteration of the 84. So there was the 84, 84B, 84BB. If you're wondering what that B stands for, it is Brevettato. It doesn't shoot BBs. This is 380 ACP.
So is it Brevettato, Brevettato?
That's right. Brevettato, Brevettato. That's right.
Why not just use it once?
Well, because each one is indicating a change.
Oh.
So this is the third iteration, right? So the 84BB is very noticeable difference between it and its predecessors are the white markings on the front and rear sight. And it is again, a 380 ACP or 9mm short, 9 by 17 millimeter semi-automatic pistol. It comes with a 13-round magazine.
13 rounds. That's actually a lot in a little pistol.
Yeah, so normally one of the things about 380 is that 9mm has become much more popular because you can get just about as many rounds into a small size pistol of regular 9mm, 9 by 19, as you can 380. And since 380 has never had the popularity, it's not like as inexpensive as 9mm ammo. It's actually kind of snappy considering it is a smaller caliber. But I have to say that this is kind of respectable if you were to want to carry this as a self-protection handgun because of the capacity. It actually does rival similar sized pistols that are much more modern, right? Now, one of the cool things about that, if you do want to carry this as a self-defense pistol, since the safety is not a decocker, you can carry this in a cocked and locked or condition 1 status. And
that's unlike the 92s that we have recently seen.
Right, so not all, but most of the 92s have a decocker safety, so you can't put the safety engaged with the hammerback, it'll just decock the action. So in this case, you can actually carry it cocked with the safety on and be kind of ready in that condition 1.
Pull, safe, go.
That's right, and you have that nice crisp single action trigger pull. So this is a traditional double action, single action style semi-auto pistol, which means that first trigger pull, again, if the hammer is down, you are going to have a very long trigger pull, right?
Yep.
Now if you have it cocked, you have that very short, crisp single action trigger pull. And so under normal operation, the slide's going to come back and cock that every shot after the first. So even if you start out with the hammer down, you're only going to have that long trigger pull one time.
And I will make a mention, it is quite a light trigger pull. Like, it feels actually quite nice, especially, how old are these?
So again, 1980s, as far as the exact production date, it's going to vary because they were made for a little while. And these were used by law enforcement. So these are actually Italian police trade-ins. In fact, we know the specific department it was used because this GF marking on the frame. So that's the Guardia di Finanza. That's like the Italian IRS. Now, like all surplus firearms, you can expect there's going to be a variation in the condition and markings you may see. So, like the two we have here are pretty nice examples. Not a whole lot of wear. You can expect there are going to be some that have greater wear, some where the white paint on the sights is basically gone.
I did see that.
Maybe a little bit more scratching and stuff on the grips. But, I think that these are fantastic little guns, and the history behind them certainly makes them interesting collector's pieces.
Oh, absolutely. And I will say thank you for the history lesson on these, because I'm not going to lie, I had no idea. So the fact that they're imported from Italy, I think, is one of the coolest things personally to me, and they're a little bit of firearms history. So with that being said, do you have any touch-up notes or any finalized notes? I mean, we got, what, a
3.8-inch barrel?
3.8-inch barrel on here. And, of course, we already talked about really most everything with the exception. I want to talk about the grip for a second. Because it's got a really nice plastic grip that's moderately aggressive, I would say. And it actually does feel nice in the hand. I don't have the biggest hands ever, and I will admit, it is nice and easy to hold. But even like Jason, when he was holding it, said it was very comfortable to hold.
Yeah, now I would say that it's not a super large size grip. However, it is not small. Like you look at the size of the pistol overall, and you might think that it's really good for someone with small hands, and it's a pretty full grip. Now, that doesn't mean that you should have a problem with gripping, especially, obviously most of us are trained with kind of a two-hand grip, but it is not a super thin grip. The modern
it's thick.
Beretta 80Xs are actually much thinner.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, with that being said, that's all I had.
Yeah, I think that's all the notes that I wanted to put out there. But again, really fascinating little pistols from Beretta.
And with that, if you guys have any experiences with the Beretta 84BB especially, please leave a review down below. We would love to see your comments. That is all I have for you today.
It is time to
end.